Welcome to this video on the nomination and settlement of claims, presented by R. Ramesh, Assistant General Manager, Retired, TNSC Bank Limited. Nomination is important because it prevents family disputes over assets and ensures rightful shares are distributed smoothly. The legal basis for this is in the BR Act 1949, Sections 45ZA, 45ZC, and 45ZE. The latest RBI guidelines bring updates. For bank accounts, you can now nominate up to 4 nominees. Previously, only 1 was allowed. For safe deposit lockers, only successive nomination is allowed. There are 2 main nomination methods: successive, where nominees receive the money one after the other, and simultaneous, where all nominees share the money equally. For example, spouse, child, and parent sharing equally. Eligible accounts for nomination include savings bank accounts, current deposits, fixed/recurring deposits, and dual loans and shares. Categories ineligible for nomination are trust accounts, partnership firms, HUF, Hindu undivided family, companies, and clubs. For deposits, a nomination can be made or changed anytime during the lifetime of the account holder. A witness is required for any cancellation or changes to the nomination. Nomination can be made in favor of a minor. However, a guardian must be appointed to receive the funds on the minor's behalf. A non-resident can be a nominee for a resident account. The proceeds from the account will be credited to their non-resident ordinary NRO account. For safe custody and lockers held by a single person, successive nominations are allowed. The articles are handed over to the nominee after the death of the holder. For safe deposit lockers held jointly, successive nominations are allowed. Access to the locker contents is provided in a pre-decided successive order. Essential forms for deposits include DA1 for registration, DA2 for cancellation, and DA3 for variation or change in nomination. For safe custody and lockers, the essential forms are SC1, 2, and 3 for nomination registration, cancellation, and modification of safe custody articles. SL1 and 1A are for locker nominee registration, and SL3 and 3A are for locker nominee modification. The registration procedure requires the nomination to be recorded in bank records. An acknowledgement must be provided to the customer, and the nomination details should be mentioned in the passbook and term deposit receipts. Regarding the legal aspects of nomination versus a will, the document that was executed later will be in force, whether it's the nomination or the will. Now let's look at the introduction to the settlement of claims. This involves settling money, jewels, or locker contents to nominees or legal heirs, ensuring a smooth transition of assets to the rightful beneficiaries. Key terminology for claim settlement includes the deceased, the person who died, the claimant, the person claiming assets, and the executor, the person named in a will to carry out its terms. Death certificates are required for settlement. They can be certified by doctors or, in some cases, affirmed by the police and certified by doctors. Claimant proofs can take several forms, including a legal heirship certificate, a succession certificate, or a probate or will. For claims with a nomination, the checklist includes a claim form filled by the nominee, photo and ID proof of the nominee, ID proof of 2 witnesses, and the original passbook, TDR, JLR, or locker key. If the claim is without nomination, the claimant needs to provide the original death certificate, the claimant's ID and address proof, and any of the claimant proofs previously mentioned. The process for settlement with nomination is straightforward. Submit the claim form and documents, and once verified, the payment will be made to the nominee. When settling a claim without nomination, the bank will calculate the amount, obtain the required documents, and issue an advertisement or public notice before settling the claim. For claims over a certain limit without nomination, a legal heirship certificate, succession certificate, or probate is required, in addition to the standard documents. If a claim involves a deceased non-resident, the bank verifies the NRO account details, and the funds are credited to that account, subject to RBI guidelines. In the case of a minor nominee, the guardian receives the amount on behalf of the minor, and the funds must be invested in a suitable fixed deposit until the minor reaches majority. For safe deposit locker settlement with nomination, the nominee is permitted to remove the contents after the deceased's details are verified and the relevant forms are resubmitted. When settling a safe deposit locker without nomination, the legal heir must provide a legal heirship certificate, and the bank must follow due process before allowing access to the contents. In the event of lost keys, the locker will be broken open in the presence of the legal heir, and the contents will be handed over after completing the necessary formalities. Finally, For the settlement of safe custody articles, the articles are handed over to the nominee or legal heir after verification and documentation, following similar procedures as for deposits. The next topic is about the settlement of insurance claims. This involves the nominee or legal heir submitting necessary documents to the insurance company for verification and processing of the claim. For jewel loan claims, the legal heir must submit the loan documents and death certificate. The bank will then verify the claim and release the jewels to the rightful claimant after settling the loan amount. This video concludes our discussion on the nomination and settlement of claims, covering the nomination process and the steps for settling claims for various assets like deposits, lockers, and loans.